How do? Welcome back to Backroads Country. Last episode we were really splashing the cash. We bought a couple of new fields, new tractor, we got the big mulcher. I've limed, well this field's been mulched, the sugarcane field's been mulched. Just finishing off the liming on this field. I've bought myself a slurry tanker. I've got the class with the slurry spreader set up there. The slurry tanker, can't see it yet, but it's just sat at the end of this field waiting. There it is, look, that's full. So we're going to get this field slurried. We've got the two big fields to mulch. I'll set those going on an AI worker whilst we do the slurry spreading. We've got the cowshed up, we've got the bees, plenty of bees. I need to see how much honey spawned overnight. Actually, I haven't checked yet. I've bought a load of lime. I've refilled the lime filling station. So I've been for a couple of loads already on this. One thing that's confused me is the canola fields that were apparently have been mulched. I haven't mulched them. I've mulched 21 and 24. I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's because with the canola you set it to chop instead of dropping straw. I don't know. But apparently they're already mulched. So we've got 18 and 4 to mulch. We need to get cotton in 21 and 22. We need to get grass in 24. Grass in the other half of 26. So we've got a lot to do. We've got a lot to do with this episode. And when I was talking about that we'd missed all the planting season, clearly we haven't. We're going to get cotton in. Now we can still get sunflowers. Some crop plan for year 5 is going to be cotton in 21, 22. We're going to have grass in 24, 25, 26. We're going to have sunflowers in field 4. 18, I was thinking of putting sorghum for the grain mill. Still need to make a decision on that grain mill because it's still glitched. That's not going down. I don't even know if it's supplying flour. Well, I think it is because the flour's going up. But I don't want to bang a load of sorghum in for it just to sit there and not use it, or use it but not decrease what's in there. So we may have to look at selling that, because in reality there wouldn't be any wheat left in it anyway, the amount of time it's been going through. Still got 300,000 litres of wheat. Also wanted to look at chickens. If we're looking at doing cake, we're going to need some eggs, so I could probably just slice off a little bit more of 26. Get some chickens in. Still got loads and loads to do. And I was thinking yesterday as well, a possibility after we've sold all of our harvest goods this year, we could look at building a little bit of a wind farm. Not something I often do. The wind turbines are very expensive. I think cheapest one's about 800k. But it produces a lot of money. So that's a real good passive income if you've got the money to start it going. Yep, AI workers on buy fertilizer, so he can. Oh, if I wasn't on steering assist, he'd be able to crack on. He can crack on. We're going to jump into the class. He needs to crack on as well. It's got the 2 big fields to do. That fence being put through its paces straight from the get-go. Not sure what the plan is for 19 and 20 yet. If we want the cereal factory, we are going to need some oats. Planting time for oats is next month. So we may look at oats, and that'll give us a straw harvest as well. which is a nice little boost. Right, he's off mulching. Let's just check it is actually working. It is. Lovely. Right, so let's jump into class. And we'll get this field slurried. And then we want to get 22 slurried as well after that's been limed. I think it's clear that the class needs a repair. I think we're losing horsepower. Struggling to turn with the slurry spreader on, which is we didn't struggle with last time. So we did say we wanted to build a workshop anyway, so it may be we just do that now. He's finished on the lime. How's the mulching looking? I'm going to need the fence for planting cotton, so I might just have to pull him off mulching for now. That's not my field. I think it's safe to say if we do purchase another field, this one to the left of us is going to be the obvious choice. Then we've got the whole of this part of the map bought. It's already 11 o'clock, so I need to really get the cotton planting going. Because we need to start on the oats next month. Right, what's it looking like? Yeah, I'm just going to stop him there. We'll grab the planter. It's done majority of it, not too bad. With that humongous mulcher we've got. The new lorry doesn't fit in the cow barn either. It's roost too big. So the only thing we're going to be able to use that lorry for is carting, which is a little bit annoying, I'm not going to lie, but it is what it is. Whoa there. Where do we want to put the workshop as well? Probably where by the sugar mill and the oil mill. Let's just get this going first, and then we can look at getting that down and getting the class repaired. Ooh, we need seed and we need fur. Well, fur's not an issue, we've got a tank in the other yard. Seed is an issue. We don't have any seed kicking about. Don't think we can buy a seed tank either. Might have to send the pickup down for a couple of pallets. Gonna have to buy some more liquid as well, I think. Alright, seed. Let's just go with 4 pallets. Can I get 4 on the truck? I can get 2 in the trailer, 2 in the bed. Yeah, I should be able to do. Probably gonna have to top up the liquid fert tank as well. Go. Do we want... Yeah, we might as well, don't we? 20 grand's not too much. Right, whilst he's going on there, I need to jump in the pickup. Oh, I just wanted to check the honey as well. No pallets. How can we have no pallets spawned when we've got literally all these hives? And we've slept overnight. Can't see any bees. What is going on? I don't understand. Normally there's bees flying about. Don't know. I ain't got time for that now though. I need to get this going, so we'll have to keep his eye on that. Should be no reason. There should be no reason why we haven't spawned at least a couple of pallets. That amount of hives overnight as well. Doesn't bode well for the old cereal factory. Lovely. Right, we need to get this set to cotton. Ah, nearly all 4 pallets taken, which is fine. Dump this over here for now, out at road. Right, AI worker. You're going to start on the headland. Okay. Full of fert, full of seed. You can crack on. We need to have a look at our workshop. Okay, it's gonna be tools, I think. I mean, I'd like something like that. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, baby. But no, we're not. We're not wasting money. So the question is, do we get that one at 45, or do we just get a nice, simple little old school one? Yeah, we'll just do that for now. Bearing in mind we need to keep one eye on the old cash, because we need to buy the cows. Right, let's get this bad boy repaired before he loses any more horsepower. I'm expecting this to be about 35 grand. I think it was something like that last time we did it. It's expensive to run, is this bad boy. I want to move that petrol tank as well. Maybe next up workshop. I'm pretty sure it's empty, that diesel tank, so the amount of vehicles we've got, we're going through some diesel, especially with fuel usage on high. So a quick look at that now actually. Could do with a bigger one. So that was 10,000, that was 3,000. Yeah, let's go with big one. I can have it like that, just on edge. Nice. Get it filled up. We're splashing the cash again today. 25 grand on fuel. This may drop us below the 200k mark repairing this tractor. What's going on with the liming actually whilst we're here? Oh, he's finished. So you might as well crack on the two canola fields that were going to be oat fields. So next month we're ready just to get that in the ground because we're going to have the oats to plant and the sunflowers next month. I'm wondering if the bees are not producing because there's no, you know, not flowers I suppose, but nothing for them to pollinate. Could always chuck some sunflowers on the other half of the field. See if that makes any difference. I'd like to say it won't, but to be honest, I've always had bees around my crops, so either that or they're glitched, which is becoming a little bit of a running theme on this map. Right, let's get ready to empty our pockets. I'm not looking forward to repairing this. Oh, 15 grand. Okay. That is not too bad. I was expecting double that. I can live with 15 grand. Right, let's get this slurry tanker filled up. And then we can start on the next field. Productions are plodding along nicely. I was thinking as well I'll probably put another fermenting silo next to the second cow barn. I don't want to be carting everything across the map to feed them. Ooh, is that gonna fill? Yes. Right, let me have a look. Let's have a quick look. So he's cracking on, yeah. So we need to slurry 22 and 24 and 20 and 19. We could have a lot of slurrying to do. I'll get 22 done now. Possibly do 19 and 20 off camera. We'll see, but let's get 22 done. At least then we've got everything in for the cotton, because that all needs to be planted this month. Still struggling a bit on the old turning point. Better than it was, I feel, though. Yeah, we're pretty slow. I know we're pulling a full load, but we're still moving pretty slowly. Interesting. Beast of a tractor this. There's a lot of horsepower. It shouldn't be struggling in the slightest, really. Not with this. But it is what it is. Can't use the fence because that's on planting. I don't think actually the fence got more horsepower than the class anyway. You're packing 585, you're 517, yeah, so it hasn't. Is this bigger? I think it's probably about the same sort of length, isn't it? 19 acres, 16 acres minus the yard, so this is bigger. This is bigger. Right, let's get this field done.
Cold rain, making rivers on my window late last night. Cold rain, cold rain. Rain in the shadow, in my head on my window pane. Shadow, don't you bother me anymore. Don't you darken up my door. Shadow, don't you follow me anymore. Just lie and stay there on the floor. The sunshine, shine on this frail head of mine. Sunshine, sunshine. You've been making shadows wherever I go. Shadow, don't you bother me anymore. Don't you darken up my door. Shadow, don't you follow me anymore. Just lie and stay there on the floor. Lie and stay there on the floor. Coyotes, they've been yipping all night just like back home. Coyote, laughing in the shadows and how their eyes do glow. Shadow, don't you bother me anymore. Don't you darken up my door. Shadow, don't you follow me anymore. Just lie and stay there on the floor. Just lie and stay there on the floor.
God, this tractor's good. It looks good. It works lovely. Pulling this massive roller, no problems at all. So glad we decided to go with the Fendt. Well, that's this field completely done. Bosh, done. Right, how far off is... Okay, still got a fair little bit to go on there. So we need to get 22 finished planted and then rolled. Need to get 19, 20, 24, 26 slurried. What I think I'm gonna do, because this episode we've done a lot of slurrying, we've done planting, we've done rolling. I don't want every, well, obviously not every episode, but the next few episodes to be the same of just me prepping the fields and planting and rolling. So what I think I'll do, we'll end this episode here. When I bring it back next episode, I'll have done with slurrying on 19, 20, 24, 26. Yeah, then it's oats and sunflowers next month. Oh dear, I've still got 19 and 4 to do. 18 and 4 to do, sorry. So if I slurry 24, 20, 19, 26. When can we plant grass? Is that next month as well? Yeah, March. God, we're going to have a lot of planting to do in March. I think, can the sunflowers be done in April? They can. That takes them to a November harvest though. That's going to be an issue because we need to get some more wheat in the ground in September or October. When do oats are? Oh, we've got oats. So 19 and 20 will be oats. Yeah, we're gonna have to. We're gonna. This is bloody difficult to plan out. If we want sunflowers in. Saying that, do we want sunflowers in 26 for the bees? Could have sunflowers in 18 and 26. Oats on 19, 20. When's canola? Canola's don't plant until August. Could do canola on 4, just to give us that little bit more time. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, okay, so, final plan. 24, grass. 19 and 20, oats. 18 and 26, sunflowers. And then 4 can be canola. Yeah, 19 and 20 should be enough for the oats, for the cereal mill. Right. That is the final plan then. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to help me out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.